Thank you for purchasing the SnowPeeler Snow Rake by Polarmade. Assembling your snow peeler typically takes less than 15 minutes. For the first step, let's take an inventory of what's included in the snow peeler box. You'll find one cutting frame, 2 glide pads, 1 dual mount frame adapter, 1 5-foot frame pole, 3 5-foot extension poles, 3 quick connection snap springs, 1 9-foot vinyl slide, 2 slide mounting strips, and stainless steel assembly hardware. For tools, we've included one 3/32 inch hex key and one 5/32 inch hex key. To assemble your snow peeler, you will also need a 11/32 inch hex wrench and a 7/16 inch hex wrench, or an adjustable hex wrench will work as well. Assembly instructions are also provided in the box. Let's get started. In this section, we'll assemble the cutting frame, which consists of installing the glide pads and the vinyl slide. We'll start with the glide pads. The glide pads provide clearance between your roof and the bottom surface of the cutting frame. The height of the glide pads is adjustable. You'll notice 3 holes on each side of the cutting frame. When mounted to the lower 2 holes, the glide pads provide a clearance of 2 1/4 inches. When mounted to the upper 2 holes, the glide pads provide a clearance of 1 1/4 inches. To install the glide pads, you'll use 2 1/4 inch hex cap screws and 2 1/4 inch nylon insert lock nuts. Insert the 1/4 inch cap screws through the glide pad and into the cutting frame. Secure with a 1/4 inch lock nut and hand tighten. Now flip the cutting frame over and install the second glide pad. Make sure you install this pad in the same 2 holes as you did with the first one. To finish tightening the cap screws and lock nuts, you'll use the 5/32 inch hex key and a 7/16 inch hex wrench. When tightening, you want to ensure the glide pad is aligned with the vertical edge of the cutting frame. Next, we'll install the vinyl slide. First, notice the orientation of the cutting frame. The vinyl slide is installed on the bottom edge of the frame. It's also important to note that the slide is installed on the opposite side of the tapered edge of the frame. Flip the cutting frame over so that it rests on the upper surface. Remove the elastic band that is securing the vinyl slide. Without unrolling it completely, align the 4 small holes and the large notched hole on the vinyl slide with the holes on the cutting frame. You'll also want to ensure that the shiny side of the vinyl slide is facing down. When in use, this is the side that the snow slides down. Align the mounting strip with the 2 holes on the slide and the mounting frame. Insert the number 8 cap screws through the mounting strip and loosely secure with the number 8 lock nuts. Repeat these steps with the second mounting strip. To finish tightening the cap screws and lock nuts, you'll use the 3/32 inch hex key and 11/32 inch hex wrench. Once the mounting strips are installed, flip the cutting frame over and do a quick inspection. You want to ensure that the tapered edge of the cutting frame is on the opposite side of the vinyl slide. Check to make sure that all the screws and the lock nuts are tightened. You'll also want to ensure that the glide pads are straight and aligned with the edge of the cutting frame. This completes the assembly of the cutting frame. Next up, we'll mount the frame adapter and the frame pole to the cutting frame. SnowPeeler has a patent-pending reversible cutting frame, which enables it to be configured for 2 applications. The first is to use SnowPeeler while standing on the ground. The second application enables SnowPeeler to be used from the roof. This capability is made possible by the dual mount frame adapter. The frame adapter is milled from solid aluminum with a machine-notched flat surface. This flat surface mounts directly to the cutting frame. SnowPeeler is typically configured to be used from the ground. To configure your SnowPeeler for the rooftop application, please refer to Section 5 of this tutorial. With the ground level configuration, the frame adapter is mounted to the bottom of the cutting frame. place the flat edge of the frame adapter over the inside of the cutting frame with the long end pointing towards the vinyl slide. Align the two inner holes located near the center of the adapter with the holes on the cutting frame. While holding the adapter in place, flip the cutting frame over. Screw the 2/4 inch cap screws through the bottom of the cutting frame and into the frame adapter. Hand tighten. Next, we'll attach the frame pole to the adapter. Now you can tell the difference between the frame pole and the 3 extension poles by the red label and the 2 holes drilled in the end. Insert the end of the pole over the frame adapter, aligning the 2 holes. Screw the 2 cap screws through the top of the pole into the frame adapter, and hand tighten both. Using the 5/32 inch hex key, tighten the 2 cap screws on the frame pole. Lift the cutting frame and tighten the 2 cap screws on the cutting frame to secure the frame adapter. At this point, you want to perform another visual inspection. You want to ensure that the vinyl slide is uniformly secured to the cutting frame. You'll also want to make sure that the screws securing the frame adapter and the pole are properly tightened. We're almost finished assembling your snow peeler. In this section, we'll assemble the 3 extension poles. The extension poles can be added one at a time to increase your total reach so you can effectively clear your roof. Each of the 3 aluminum poles is 5 feet long. You'll notice that one of the ends of the pole has a reduced diameter, which is used to join the larger end of a second pole. The extension poles are fastened using quick connection snap springs. To install the snap springs, insert the angled end of the spring into the end of the extension pole that has the reduced diameter and the drilled hole. Push the spring into the pole until the snap button pops out of the hole. Push the snap button a few times to ensure that it moves in and out freely. Repeat this step with the 2 other extension poles. When using SnowPeeler, only add extension poles as you need them. Start with the first extension. As you need to extend your reach up the roof, add another pole. To add extensions, simply insert the end with the snap button into the larger end of the mounted pole. Make sure the snap button is aligned with the hole. As you slide the pole in, push the snap button down. When you hear the click and the snap button pops through the hole, the handle is properly connected. Congratulations! You finished the assembly of your snow peeler for use when working from the ground. As mentioned earlier in the video, snow peeler can be configured to be used to clear snow while working directly on the roof. When working from the rooftop, safety is critical. Please refer to the written assembly instructions and the Polarmade website for important safety information. When using SnowPeeler from the roof, the frame adapter is mounted to the upper edge of the cutting frame, with the pole handle facing the opposite direction of the vinyl slide. To configure SnowPeeler for the rooftop application, you must first uninstall the frame adapter from the bottom surface of the cutting frame by unscrewing the 2/4 inch cap screws. It's not necessary to remove the frame pole from the frame adapter. Next, you'll install the frame adapter to the inside edge of the upper surface of the cutting frame. First, make sure the frame pole is pointed in the opposite direction of the vinyl slide. Next, position the flat surface of the frame adapter on the inside edge of the upper cutting frame. In this configuration, you will use the outer 2 holes on the frame adapter. Screw the 2 cap screws through the cutting frame into the frame adapter and hand tighten. Use the 5/32 inch hex key to fully tighten. Before tightening, make sure the handle is positioned perpendicular to the frame. This completes the assembly of your snow peeler. For additional information, please visit our website at polarmade.ca/explore. Thank you.